Good morning, FAnews readers. Today I am speaking to Martin Pieterse, MD from Ellipsys Technologies. Very excited to share the Ellipsys journey and what we can look forward to coming from Ellipsys. Martin, welcome to the FAnews platform. Tell us more about Ellipsys, what makes you unique, where you are going with your brand and with your offering.
Thank you, Rianet. Thanks for the opportunity. So Ellipsys Group now actually consists of three companies: Ellipsys Technologies, Ellipsys Systems, and Ellipsys Consulting, each with its own special offering. But the whole journey for us started in 2007, just with Ellipsys Technologies and with Rianet Insurance. So back in 2007, Mike Dickinson was still MD of Rianet Insurance, and Craig Grasco, who's now at Cardinal, was heading up IT for Rianet. And Ellipsys was a small little company, basically three contractors doing work for different clients. I was at Nedbank, Dion and Andrew were doing some work for Rianet. And I remember Friday afternoon, a bit late, Dion phoned me and said, "Listen, Martin, Mike's asked if we are willing to put a team together to look after their policy admin system." And of course, we jumped at the opportunity. We went and sat down with Mike, drew up a plan of action, and we basically started with about 4 guys on site at Rianet, looking after the policy admin systems. And over time, the team grew. We just started looking after other systems for them, started developing web portals interfaced into their system, started looking after data integration. And as the company grew, we then moved out of the Rianet offices and moved into our offices in Bruma, where the team grew to about 20 people. And in about 2014, we decided we needed bigger offices. The Bruma offices were too small. People were starting to shoot into the building as they were robbing the Oriental City down the road. So we decided to move to Bedford View. And all of our plans for moving was actually fast-tracked during the big flood of 2014. I remember being on my way to the office, getting a phone call from one of our staff members saying, "Look, Martin, the office is underwater." Went inside. And at that stage, our tenant above us was actually Mica Hardware. And because of all the constant water shortages that Bruma was facing at that time, the Mica guys had gone to the bathroom, tested the water, and left the taps open. During the night, the water came on, and our offices were flooded. So we walked into an office that was about 10 centimeters underwater. Our server room was flooded, everything was flooded. And we realized now was the time for us to move immediately. So the first thing we did was put a little disaster recovery plan into place. We asked all of our clients if staff could go and sit at their offices. We moved our servers to Andrew's house. He had the fastest network link, being the nerd that he is. And we spoke to our landlord in Bedfordview and said, "Look, Antonio, we need to move in now." And he was very accommodating, rushed to finish the job for us. And we moved in mid-July into our Bedfordview offices, where the team has now grown to 35 staff members looking after various clients in the insurance industry. And we've been very fortunate up to then that most of our marketing had been word of mouth. Clients hearing about us, ex-Rianet employees telling other clients about us. And so the team grew and the clients grew organically. In 2013, we realized that if we as a company, as Ellipsys, wanted to really grow and stay relevant in the insurance market, we need to develop products and take our own products into the market instead of supporting other third-party products. But it was important for us to retain the actual focus that technologies had. Technologies had a great reputation at being able to develop custom software, to run outsourced solutions, and we didn't want to lose that focus. And we were concerned that if we start looking at products, that technologies would lose that focus and intensity that it had. So we decided, let's actually create a separate company called Ellipsys Systems. And the focus of systems is developing software products and taking them to the market, allowing technologies to still focus on actually develop custom solutions, running projects, and looking at outsourced solutions for our clients. In about 2017 came the second definitive moment in our company history, where we realized we actually need to develop our own policy admin system to take to the market. A lot of our clients had approached us and said, "Look, you guys are doing great at portals, you're doing great at integration, why don't you actually put your own system into place?" And we realized this is actually what we need to do for longevity. and we developed the concept of a system called Ellipsys Evolve, which is a whole insurance platform. And we started developing the system, and actually we had sales before the system was even completed. We had customers hounding us saying, "We know you're not ready, but we need your system now." And in 2018, we implemented the first version of Evolve Insure at a client, soon after another implementation, and we're now running 3 implementations of Ellipsys Evolve. And we feel that the product is now mature and ready for the market, which is now bringing us to this aggressive marketing strategy where we want to take the Ellipsys Evolve system and the Ellipsys brand into the market.
So Martin, what makes Ellipsys unique? Why Ellipsys and not any other system?
Well, I think firstly from a company point of view, when you have a management team that consists of engineers, you have a team that is focused on solving problems. We live to solve problems. That's our driving force. So whenever we go into a client, our focus is how do we solve your business challenges? How do we help you overcome the things that are stopping you from growing your business? And it's not just about chasing commercial gains. It's really about solving problems. And we bring the same approach when we put down the Evolve system. Evolve is a complete insurance platform. It's not only a policy admin system. It includes document management, call center modules, reporting, data integration. So our approach is going and sitting with the client and saying, you currently have a technology landscape. And in many cases, you have a policy admin system, which is robust, stable, and you're quite happy with the performance of that system. But you need capabilities to enhance what your system can do. And then Ellipsys will sit with you and say, how do we solve that specific problem for you?
I can see where you're coming from. One of the things that I've really picked up on your website and reading more about Evolve was your approach to ease of use, and your whole approach to the work productivity came up quite a lot. Talk to me about that.
So, Rianet, when we looked at the frustrations that we saw our clients having with other insurance systems around performance, we looked at saying whatever system we do develop has to be quick and efficient. But we also looked and said, what is it that most of our users spend doing most of the time? And strange enough, it is searching. Most of the users spend probably 70% of their time on their system searching for a client, searching for a policy, searching for a claim. They might be going through their emails, trying to find a mail that referred to a specific policy, a specific claim, or even going through sticky notes on their desk trying to find something that they referred to. So we looked at saying, how can we improve the whole search capability? And we looked at what is it that people use in their everyday life, like social media. So we came up with the concept of including those design capabilities as part of Evolve. So if a user is going to work on a policy often, the user can actually pin that policy to their dashboard. So when they come back, it's available immediately for them to find. If they are working on a claim and they really want to know what is the progress of the claim, they can select that claim and follow it. And they will be notified if there's any event change to that claim without having to go and search for it. And then we've also integrated communication functionality into the Evolve system. So you don't have to go out of Evolve into your email system to email one of your colleagues to ask a question. You can actually, from that policy within the system, send a note to your colleague saying, please can you provide me feedback on this item? Please can you do this for me? Can you perform this function? And you can be informed when it's completed, all within the same system to ensure efficiency.
That's great. Explain to us how you see an insurance ecosystem and how Evolve fits into that.
Well, really, for me, the first mistake I made was when I started looking at the ecosystems, I was under the impression that Evolve is an insurance ecosystem. I incorrectly assumed that an insurance ecosystem is capabilities of document management, call center integration, all of the functions of the insurance platform, but that was actually incorrect. What an ecosystem actually is a number of partners working together to solve the problems of the policy holder. So you would have a partner that focuses on the client acquisition, and that can be a client which has a large policyholder base or client base, like let's say a cell phone company as the acquisition partner. They would then select an insurance partner that provides the correct insurance products that they believe their clients need. The two of them together could agree on an administrator who has proven excellence in administering policies, and then depending on the product they offer, they could choose another company to service the claims for them. And these companies would actually work together in a synergistic ecosystem to support the policyholder. And where we see Evolve fitting into that is because we provide an end-to-end insurance platform. You could have these partners all using the Evolve system to perform the different functions. You could have your acquisition partner using the sales call center module. From there, driving the policies into the policy admin component of Evolve, which the policy administrator would use. Your insurer could look at the reinsurance components, and then your claims partner could use Evolve to service the claims. Or alternatively, if each of these partners have their own systems already, Evolve can provide the integration layer to link all of these systems together seamlessly.
Wow, it does make sense. Your vision, Martin, your vision for Ellipsys Evolve.
Well, when I thought about this, it's easy to say, every company out there will tell you, we want to build the best insurance system out there, not only locally, but internationally. So what we did is when we looked at our system capability and we benchmarked our system, we not only looked at our local competitors, we also looked internationally, including the Gartner Magic Quadrant, to see what all the top international players are doing. But when I thought about this, I thought my vision for Evolve is not only to build the best system. My vision for Evolve is to have my clients actually equate the word trust with Evolve. They must trust that the system will behave stably. They must trust that it can support their business. They must trust that we are putting down the best solution to suit their needs. And for me, that is a goal worth pursuing, is to have your clients look at your company, look at your solution, and say, yes, we trust you.
Your point on trust fits very well into my next question. I think everyone is looking for a partner, a company where service is a top priority. What is excellent service when we talk Evolve?
Sure. When I think of service, UPS's old slogan of "consider it done" comes to mind. Is when you look at exceptional service, you want a fire and forget approach. You want to tell your service provider, I need this done, and know it will be done. There shouldn't be constant feedback, follow-up emails, and phone calls. So to ensure transparency into our solutions, we developed our own internal work management system called Radar, where we log requests, we track the solutions, we track the time spent on the request, we track the testing, etc. on the system, and we make this available to our clients. So if our client logs a request, they can either log it directly onto Radar, or they can contact our call center or support center to do that for them. And then they've got full insight as to where is that request within our internal processes. Has it been developed? How are we logging our time against the request? Do our actual work match the estimates provided? Are we experiencing any internal defects? How is our testing going? And then we can assign it back to them for them to test and validate. And that provides them with the transparency into what we are doing as a customer, as a service provider. And if they already have their own system, the large companies have systems like Jira, like Azure, we can integrate into their systems. And as a request moves down the pipeline within our Radar system, we can update them on their system so they always know what's happening. And as a client, as long as you have that communication where you know I've logged a request, you can see the progress, you know what to expect, and when you get it, there's no surprises, that then provides excellence in service.
That's great. Data, it's a big word. Tell us about the importance of data specifically related to your offering.
So, Rianet, when you think about data, these days of POPIA and GDPR, the first thing that comes to mind with data is responsibility. I, as a custodian of data, have a responsibility towards my clients, their policyholders, towards my employees, and my suppliers to ensure that their data is secure. So the actual design of Evolve included data encryption so that the personal identifiable information is encrypted in the database. So not even a database administrator can go in and view the data. So data security is very important. We focus a lot on ensuring that we can survive peer penetration tests or any other hack attempts to make sure we are safe, protect the data, but also when looking at data, data to me is answers. Data provide answers to questions. But what I'm seeing is that we don't always focus on the right questions. When we look at data, we're very quick to say, what does this tell us? And not why is it telling us this? For example, if I, as an insurer, get a policyholder who I see now has bought a new BMW 1 Series and wanted insured, I look at what he has done, and the first things that come to my mind is what can I sell him? Sure, I can sell him a short-term policy, I can sell him a scratch and dent, I can maybe sell him a credit life policy or a warranty, etc. But more important is why. So if I look at this policyholder's life cycle, I can see that he's actually just traded in the BMW X5 on the 1 Series. And the why was that he wants to reduce his expenses in this current economic climate and the challenges facing. So if I understand the why, what I realize is actually I don't want to be trying to upsell him all these vapes. I want to sell him a product that will reduce his expenses, like a behavior-driven short-term insurance model product. And what Evolve does is it provides you with a timeline view of a client and policyholder. So you can see what has transpired with this client and policy over a timeline. You can see if policy was registered, there was a claim, there was an unmet, and it helps you understand what is happening in the life of this client, which helps you to understand the why of the question and not just the what.
I thoroughly enjoy data and the whole thinking around it. It makes so much sense, and I really thoroughly enjoy how you've pulled it into your model. I think lastly, if FAnews readers are brokers, intermediaries, mainly obviously the bigger industry, your final word to our readers about your offering, your company and your product.
So everybody can see a lot of buzzwords at the moment: digital transformation, ecosystems, cloud. All of these things are being thrown at the brokers and insurers. And most of the insurers have highly qualified CIOs that understand the technology. But what we are offering is saying, let's put a bit of sanity to this. Let Ellipsys help you look at your journey. What are the challenges that you are facing? And what are the right solutions that you need? By providing an insurance platform that's not only a policy admin system, we can integrate with your existing system, which we've spent millions implementing. You're happy with it. So we're not going to try and sell you a new policy admin system to replace that. We are going to say, how can we enhance your current system capabilities to provide a better solution for your policyholders and achieve your own objectives?
Thank you, Martin. Thank you for taking us through your company's journey and telling us more about this product. I hope we can shoot the lights out from here. And yeah, thank you for the time. We'll catch up soon.